Hey guys, welcome to Lawyer.tv. As you can see, we've got something rather special for you today that's not out anywhere in Malaysia. We managed to get it from the launch in China actually earlier this week. It is the Huawei Honor 6. The Huawei Honor 6 is Huawei's latest mid-range smartphone that packs the specs of a high-end flagship. Before we get into that, let's break it open and see what's in this box. The version we got was the single SIM version and not the dual SIM one. So I can't imagine that the packaging will be much different, but yeah, just a note to the wise, there is a dual SIM version as well. So the first things first is the Huawei Honor 6. Let's see, I guess this is very Apple-like, but yep, it's some, I guess the warranty card. I honestly don't know what this is. It's some adapter or some I honestly don't know actually what that is. The adapter, so you can see, is a China unit, and the cable is also very Apple-like, but yeah, it has the Huawei logo, so you don't get it mistaken. And that's about it from the Huawei Honor 6. The Honor 6 is a mid-range device with high-end specs like the 5-inch IPS LCD display, outputting at 1080 by 1920, giving it about 445 ppi. It's powered by a Kirin 920 chipset with an octa-core processor with 4 A15 cores clocked at 1.3 GHz and 4 A7 cores clocked at 1.7. The Huawei Honor 6 also is powered by 3 GB of RAM, which is now the rough standard for flagship smartphones, and it comes in either 16 GB or 32 GB flavors. The first things we notice about the Huawei Honor 6 is that it has a slightly plasticky brushed metal kind of feel. It's not really brushed metal, it's actually matte plastic. But it doesn't feel too cheap, it's not too bad. It's plastic all around, except probably this is glass, I guess. I wouldn't want to peel this off because it's not mine. Yeah, it's glass on the back. This is very reminiscent to the high-end SN P6 or P7 series with the glass back. Rounded edges, and it does feel pretty good in your hand. So let me just switch it off. Yep, so there's a power button, the volume rockers, and then you can, as you can see here, let's plug this out. Yep, right, let's read this. That's the SIM card slot and the micro SD card slot. So micro SD expands it to I think 32 GB as well. This is the single SIM version, as I said before. So this one has the full speed of Cat6 LTE on it. It's not the dual SIM. Dual SIM version has Cat6 LTE on one and GSM on the other, but we're not concerned with that at the moment. The build is pretty nice. It's quite standard from the Huawei series phones, the newer ones especially. It's okay, it's not too bad. The Huawei Honor 6 uses the Emotion UI 2.3, if anyone's keeping track. It's a trend right now to not use the stock, I guess the stock Android OS. With Oppo, that's the color UI. You know, with Xiaomi, that's the Mi UI. And here is the Emotion UI, which is more like a skin rather than a ROM like the other two. There are a couple of things here which are interesting. I mean, glove modes, but we'll never use this because, you know, we're not in a cold country. Glove modes is probably used to, let's see if it works. Yep, you see, with cloth you can still scroll. It's not too bad. We'll never use this though, we never have to use gloves. So another one of the telltale signs of China phone is the themes. Guess we really do like our themes. It's just like the Oppo N1 that I used before. I had a Pusheen theme on it. This one has online themes that you can download. I don't have it connected to the Wi-Fi at the moment. Also, they have their own app center, so it's all Huawei's ecosystem. You can see it's Baidu and not Google. This is very, very telltale for China. On the underlying level, the Huawei Honor 6 is powered by Android 4.4.2, and that's pretty impressive considering the Huawei of old used to use quite an outdated OS. So, rounding up the features is the 13 megapixel camera at the back. The 13 megapixel sensor is the same one found in the Oppo Find 7 and Find 7a, as well as the OnePlus One, so you know it's pretty good. Next would be a 5 megapixel front-facing camera, which is increasingly important for the selfies nowadays. And it has a 3100 milliamp hour battery, which is a decent size. It's not huge or anything like that, but I guess for this form factor, it is pretty big. Not too bad. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the VOOC charging that the Find 7 has, but for 3100 milliamps, it's quite a lot. I guess it should last an entire day. As I touched on earlier, the Honor 6 features a Category 6 LTE. Cat 6 LTE enables a theoretical download speed of 300 megabits per second, which is pretty amazing. The Cat 6 LTE is the fastest LTE in the world, and the Honor 6 is the first smartphone that supports it. So the Huawei Honor 6 is a pretty decent device, and it's pretty cool that a mid-range phone has high-end specs like this. So the build's not bad as well. It's not up there with a lot of the other ones like the M8 or anything like that. In fact, even the BlackBerry Z3 has an even more premium feel than this. The cool part is that they also, you know, when you unlock, if you switch it on, they'll just rotate through your pictures, which is not bad unless you have stuff you want to hide lah. You can't really see it, but this display, the IPS LCD display, is a beautiful one. It's really super clear. It is comparable to any ones that I've used so far. In fact, I would probably liken it to Super AMOLED maybe, or maybe even the Find 7 display, which is no surprise because the Find 7 and the Find 7A display are also manufactured by JDI. JDI, of course, have a reputation for being one of the best in the business. So for the pricing, we haven't got a local price yet, of course, because this is not anywhere close to Malaysia yet. It's not released here yet. It has nothing been announced. But at the launch, it was said that it would retail for 2,000 Chinese yuan for the 16 gig version. 2,000 yuan is roughly 1,030 ringgit. So I'd say 1,050, maybe give or take, let's say 1,001 ringgit. The 32 gig version, if they do bring it in, this is the 16, will cost roughly 2,500 Chinese yuan, so 2,500 renminbi, which roughly translates to about 1,300 ringgit. And for these prices, like if you asked me a year ago, these prices would be absurd. But from the prices that we've seen from manufacturers at the moment, I am not even surprised. It's built decently well, it has great specs, it's priced very well, and now it's just a matter of seeing how much it will be and when it's coming to Malaysia. Right, so thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed watching the video, please give us a thumbs up on YouTube. Drop a comment in the comment section below if you have any questions, and we'll try and answer them as soon as we can, as soon as we can get to them. Especially about Honor 6, if you want to find out anything about it, we'll try our best to answer it while we have this in our possession. Also, please do subscribe to TV. It really helps us a lot to make great videos for you, and you'll always get the latest videos in your subscription feed, so it saves you from having to always check, TV. Right, so thanks for watching. See you later.